I'm speaking with Annabelle Gay from the Visitor Centre. Good afternoon, Annabelle.
Good afternoon, Gary.
And last week was quite busy.
Very busy week and probably busier again this week. I think we seem to be gearing back up. I thought this wouldn't happen till the end of winter.
Well, I mean, we've got a winter in July and all those things all over the place, I guess. Not that we've got any of those this week.
No, we're going to save those for another week.
That's right. We've got another month. That's right. But we do have a soup and slippers dinner. God, this sounds good. Soup and slippers dinner at the Cowra Preschool Kindergarten in Ferguson Street.
Yes, and I'm sorry for you that it does sound so good because it's really a bit more of a girls' night out. I'm sure they'd accept you if you asked, but it's more
I could wear a
geared...
frock.
You could wear a frock. They would welcome you with open arms. So this one is more geared towards the ladies. Soup and slippers night on Friday. That's starting at 6:30 at the Cowra Preschool, as you said, on Ferguson Street. And they're gearing it as a girls' night out. And they've got some numerous stalls there at the preschool. They've got family portrait photographer who's there. They've got some clothing, both for children and for women, some beauty products, and a whole stack of other things. Some raffles going on throughout the night as well, and the prizes are going to be great, really varied prizes, so get involved in that. And all the proceeds that they raise are going towards the beautification of the preschool and the fit ladies. I don't know if it's beautification of the fit ladies or just the preschool. Fit ladies don't need beautification, so perhaps it's just the preschool and then separately to the fit ladies.
It's the 4 fit ladies, which are now 5, apparently.
That's right, but they don't need beautification, do they?
No, they're lovely.
So the proceeds are going to the fit ladies and also to the beautification of the preschool. That's better. So tickets for that night of soup and slippers in Cowra are only $10 a person, which will include your light supper. They want you to pre-purchase those before the 20th of June by 4 p.m. on that afternoon. You can contact the preschool on 6344-1261 for more information or to book your tickets.
Sounds good. Now, the Cowra Arts Council Literary Luncheon and AGM is on the 22nd of June at the Cowra Services Club at the Falcon Room in Brisbane Street.
Yeah, so they've combined this. They've got their AGM, which is great, but this literary luncheon is really selling well. So starting at 12 o'clock for a 12:30 p.m. start for the luncheon, and they will have their AGM and then follow it with their literary luncheon. And the guest speaker at the luncheon is going to be Paul Brunton, who's an emeritus curator at the Mitchell Library in Sydney. I'll be naive and say I don't know what an emeritus curator is, but he's going to speak very well. He's a fascinating man.
He's a very good at what he does, Emeritus.
He's a very good emeritus curator from all I hear, and he's been very involved with Australian history research for more than 40 years. He's got some incredible books, and he's going to be talking a lot about the opening up of the western side of the Blue Mountains, so really relevant to us here in the Central West. So that, as I say, will start at 12 p.m. on the 22nd of June. Now, tickets to go to the luncheon are $40 if you're an Arts Council member, and only $45 for non-members. You can get them from here at the Visitor Information Centre.
That sounds good. And they're talking about bush rangers and all that sort of stuff.
That's right. Selling very well. So people need to come in and get their tickets to that.
Right, Nouveau Dancing, Cowra and District is on at the Cowra Service Club in Brisbane Street. It's on the 22nd of June.
Yeah, on the 22nd, yes. We have 2 dancing sessions every month, so the second one for June is on the 22nd, and at the Services Club it's only $10 for your class, and you need to contact Warren Reid on 6342-3406 for information or to book yourself into that. It starts at 7 p.m.
I'm told that you'll be dancing there. That should be good.
That is a nasty rumour. I will not be dancing at that. But I will be at the literary luncheon. I'm running the PowerPoint presentation.
Right, I'm sure you'd be very graceful in dancing as a nouveau dancer.
You've seen me probably dance at Health Hustle at school, and you know full well that I would not be a very graceful nouveau dancer.
Dainty is not the job.
No, that's why I'll be sitting in a chair at the literary luncheon instead and turning the PowerPoint pages.
It does sound good. Colours of Country 2 is on at the Cowra Art Gallery, starting on the 23rd of June and going right through the 28th of July. So it's a long exhibition.
It is a long exhibition. There's a couple of them running side by side, so I'll probably talk about them at the same time. Both being held at the Art Gallery, so 77 Darling Street. The first one, Colours of Country 2, is an exhibition of 100 beanies from the Alice Springs Beanie Festival, which is an enormous festival that goes on, and it's demonstrating the growth of the beanie as an art form and the imagination, creativity and fine craftsmanship presented in each piece. I've never heard of such a thing, but having seen some of the pictures, there is certainly some imagination going on there. So it'll be a really interesting one to get along to. Perhaps potentially, if you're not enormous on landscapes and other art forms and watercolours, maybe a beanie exhibition is right your thing. So certainly get along to that unique and colourful exhibition that's going on starting from the 23rd of June.
And at the same time, we've got print profiles, printmaking from the region.
Yes.
It's on exactly the same dates.
Exactly the same date, so they'll run alongside. This is a showcase of works by leading and emerging printmakers from the Central West, so it's a locally based exhibition, and it will feature a broad range of influences and fine art printmaking techniques. There's some really well-known artists who are involved with that exhibition, including Bill Mosley, Jane Tonks, Lynn Winters and Tim Winters, and a stack of others. So some great exhibitions. Wonderful to have these exhibitions going on in winter. Lovely venue down at the Art Gallery, so head on down and check out Colours of Country 2 and printmaking from the region.
And both of those are free, of course, which is even nicer.
That is a win, isn't it? Very good value.
It is. Now, seafood degustation at the Taste Canowra, 42 Ferguson Street in Canowra. Anything with seafood has got to be nice.
That's right. This one won't be free, but you wouldn't expect it to be with a seafood degustation. I love the word degustation. It always means lots of food. So that goes down very well with me, and I love seafood. So this sounds like a really good one. 23rd of June at Taste Canowra. Starting from 6 p.m, they're saying they're going to break all the seasonal conventions and conduct a seafood degustation right in the heart of winter. And that will be featuring a range of wines. But in the one concession, as they say, to the cold winter months, all of the dishes of seafood will be hot. And they're going to be serving mussels, caviar, bugs, blue swimmer crabs, crayfish, swordfish, tuna and or some ocean trout. And then a very special surprise dessert. I don't know what you'd serve that's seafood for dessert, so that part concerns me, but I have full faith in Taste Canowra.
Of course, and if it's good seafood, I mean seafood, need it.
Yeah, that's me. So seafood and degustation do go very well together. They'll also have some local vignerons there who are going to be talking about their wines as they serve them up as part of the degustation. That's $80 a person for a ticket, and that'll include just 6 courses, wine and coffee afterwards. You will need to book ahead, so it's essential you ring Taste Canowra on 6344 2332 and book in for that, or you can go to tastecanowra.com.au.
Now, I remember when you were a child in primary school, learning Japanese was all the go.
And if you expect me to break fluently into Japanese now, you're going to be sorely disappointed. I might have forgotten everything except how to count to 10. I'll save that for another time. But this is probably something for me to get along to and hopefully rekindle some of those lessons. We did, in fact, have a Japanese student or teacher come and stay with us out at the farm for a couple of weeks. So that was absolutely wonderful. I should have been terrific at Japanese, but it's all gone. So I'm going to go back to some of these lessons and see what I can remember. So from the 25th until the 27th of June, so starting early next week, there's going to be a few Japanese lessons up at the Japanese Garden, some language and cultural lessons. They'll be run by Mrs. Suzuki Sensei, and starting from 8:30 in the morning each day. On Tuesday the 25th, calligraphy lessons. Wednesday the 26th, Japanese language, and students are asked to bring along one sentence that they'd like to master in Japanese by the end of the day. They haven't said it, but I will say it's certainly nothing rude. Don't bring along a swear word from Mrs. Suzuki Sensei. She won't like it at all. And then finishing up on Thursday the 27th with some origami lessons. So I'm tempted to go to all 3. The fact is I have to work, so I'm going to pick 1 or 2. But head on out to the Japanese Gardens and make sure you get in contact with the garden as well, just to register your interest that you'll be coming along. You can ring them at 6341 2233.
And I'm sure by the end of that you'll be able to do this whole session in Japanese.
I would think so. Or I'll just count to 10 one more time.
Sounds good. Well, that should keep people fairly busy, I'd imagine, for this weekend.
I think it will. It's such a varied list, isn't it? We expect no one to be sitting at home, and if you feel like sitting at home, at least head on down to the art gallery and wander around indoors.
That's exactly right. The way the weather's been lately, you might just get a sunny day this weekend with a bit of luck.
We are so lucky, aren't we?
Of course, remember, if you have an event that you'd like publicised, don't forget to contact the Tourist Corporation of the Visitor Centre, or you can contact cowracommunitynews.com, and we're only too happy to tell people about it.
That's right. We look forward to hearing from everyone.
And we will catch up with you next week.
Have a wonderful weekend, Gary.
Okay, you too.
Bye.
Bye.